Hey, everybody. I am so glad to have this CX moment with my good friend, Chip Bell, who's one of my favorite contributors at CX Global Media. He wrote a piece that we're sharing with you. And if you're watching this video and not seeing the actual blog post, make sure that you go to CX Global Media to get that. If you're seeing this later from the time that it was released, make sure you just do a search for Chip Bell on CX Global Media, and you'll pull up several things that Chip has contributed, even podcast episode on the Fast Leader Show, and an interview that we had together at a contact center conference. But he wrote a piece that I think is so important to share at this time. And Chip, if you can, tell us a little bit about the message that the CEO from Jersey Mike Sub had for contact center leaders.
Well, I think the backstory behind him is also amazing, and that is the fact that he was a high school kid and bought a restaurant, $125,000 borrowed from his coach, his football coach, and bought a restaurant and worked very, very hard, came through some very difficult times, and it's now a billion-dollar organization. But I think, and it's the fastest growing, many of you know, Jersey Mike Subs, it's the fastest growing sandwich shop in America today. But I think the thing that's the quality that comes through in his ads that he has recently been running is about their values and their celebration of their family, and the way he communicates it with great sincerity, compassion, and humility. So I want to start with the attitude he communicates more than anything, because we know oftentimes CEOs can be, well, let's say they might not necessarily show those kind of attributes: humility, compassion, kindness, I think, and they're critical at this time. And I think what he communicated was his gratitude for the work that all of his franchisees were doing, particularly in difficult times like coronavirus, and how they shared and how they reached out in great expressions of gratitude and generosity to those their customers and those in their community. So I think, to me, it was a powerful message for contact center operators, many of whom are probably getting heavily inundated because people aren't in stores nowadays. So a lot of it's happening on the phone. And so the degree to which that same kind of gratitude, I'm always reminded that great quote Sam Walton said, that a customer can fire everybody in the organization from the CEO all the way down to the bottom simply by their spending their money somewhere else. And so I think the expression of gratitude is critical during these difficult times, particularly gratitude expressed in a way that reflects that sincerity and compassion and kindness.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen that video, we actually have a link to it on Chip's blog post. Chip, thanks again for contributing and being one of my favorite at CX Global Media, and we wish you the very best.
Thank you, Jim. An honor to be with you, sir.